Welcome to the Spiritual Connection Podcast. I am your host, Jill. In this podcast, we're going to be talking about your energy, their energy, manifesting, mindset, creating high vibrational healing for you, body work, the importance of massage and self-care, and much, much more. Let's get rolling. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Spiritual Connection Podcast. We are here to deep dive into the world of chakras, energy healing, and spiritual well-being. I am your host, Jill, and today we are going to explore two incredibly powerful chakras, the Third Eye Chakra and the Crown Chakra. These two energy centers are closely linked to our intuition, our consciousness, and our spiritual connection. They also play a significant role in how we process and experience both physical and emotional pain. So to catch you up on the other chakras, you can certainly check out episode 7, where we talk about the root in the sacral and lower body emotional issues and lower body pain and how it relates. And also episode 9, where we talk about the solar plexus, the heart chakra, and the throat chakra that correlates to upper body pain and mid body pain as it relates to these energy centers being off balance. So whether you're new to the chakras or you've been practicing for a while, these episodes are going to give you some valuable insights on how these upper chakras do function and how you can balance them to alleviate pain, discomfort, and stress in your life. So let's get started. So the third eye, I want to start with the location, the meaning, and the purpose. So let's begin at the third eye center between your eyebrows. The chakra is located just kind of right in the center there, where you can feel some pressure if you kind of focus on that spot on your forehead. It's often depicted as an indigo colored violet energy, and it's associated with your intuition, perception, and inner vision. When the third eye chakra is open and balanced, it does allow you to tap into deeper levels of consciousness and awareness. This can lead to a sense of being more tuned in with your higher awareness of your own instincts, your inner wisdom, and just spiritual awakenedness and awareness. What does this chakra have to do with any physical or emotional pain, you might be wondering? So when the third eye chakra is blocked or not flowing or even over-functioning, we can experience a sense of confusion, a lack of clarity, or even difficulty seeing beyond the surface of things. This can lead to a sense of being stuck in your life, not being able to make really good decisions, just emotionally ungrounded, and unable to trust in your own intuition or even maybe in others. And here's where it ties into the pain of both the physical and the emotional. So the emotional pain and the third eye chakra means you're imbalanced. We may find ourselves in a cycle of negative thinking, overthinking, or even feeling overwhelmed by emotions and having anxiety. This mental and emotional strain can manifest in various physical ways in the body. For example, you might get headaches, you might have some eye strain or an uncontrollable twitch in one eye, or even tension in the neck and the shoulders. There could be physical symptoms in your body that gives you ways of showing you that there's an energetic block in the third eye area, often related to unresolved emotional pain or some mental anguish or stress. So emotionally, the third eye chakra is linked to our ability to see a bigger picture. When it's blocked, you may struggle to make decisions, feel anxious about the future, or have difficulty letting go of the past pains in your life. This emotional stagnation often leads to higher levels of anxiousness and stress and confusion. In some cases, it can even contribute to chronic conditions like insomnia, migraines, general anxiety disorder, frequent panic attacks, that eye twitching I was telling you about, blurred vision, oversleeping, just fatigue in the face and a sense of drain and looking like you're exhausted. So how can you tell if your third eye is out of balance? The most common one is just difficulty concentrating or making decisions. Acting impulsively when you really don't know if it's the right move or not. Also a sense of that confusion, kind of feeling disoriented in your day-to-day, which can definitely elevate your anxiety levels, right? An emotional overwhelm kind of feeling or high levels of stress can definitely tell you that third eye is out of balance. Physical symptoms like headaches, eye pain, or tension in the head or the neck. Also a clenching of your jaw, grinding of your teeth while you're sleeping that can make your face and scalp more tense, cause jaw pain and tension headaches and eye fatigue. And there are many, many more things, but you can get the picture here of what that third eye can result in if it's not feeling balanced. But not to worry here though, because there are ways to bring balance into the chakra for this third eye to feel better in that energy to work with you instead of against you. So to heal the third eye chakra energy and relieve the physical symptoms and emotional pain associated with this, the key really is to engage in practices that help quiet your mind, increase your mental clarity, and promote a deeper connection to your intuition. And here are some effective methods that I've included. I've got 5 for you. So the first one, of course, is meditation. Sitting in stillness and focusing on the space between your eyebrows can help open the third eye up. You can visualize an indigo light flooding into this area and spinning in a clockwise direction. You can visualize that spinning energy washing away any tension or negative energy that might be floating around between your ears. The second one would be to journal. So we all know that as we express our feelings either verbally or on paper, it helps us to process things better, and it also alleviates some stress, right? When we can write out our rage or our anger or our frustration or our anxiety, put it down on paper. It's an energy output in another direction that helps us to release some of that, right? So writing down your negative thoughts and feelings can be an excellent way to really clear the mental clutter out and gain a higher level of quiet in the mind and clarity that follows. This can also help you to release emotional blockages that may be preventing you from seeing things clearly. So when your head is full of chaos, they call it monkey brain, when you are just full of random noise in your head, your emotions around that are going to be low vibration stress emotions like anxiety and fear and so forth. And this is not going to connect you to source, to get some calm and just some healing going. So that journaling will just help you like set an intention around the journaling to project that energy out through your writing hand into the paper and release it. Like set an intention to move it out through the tip of your pen and see if that helps. Okay. And once you kind of get your rage and your stuff out and on paper and send that energy through, it will help you to see clearer, to calm the mind, to decrease the stress. Okay. So number 3 is affirmations. Affirmations like, I trust my intuition, or I am open to receiving guidance, can help you to cultivate a more balanced third eye and reduce feelings of fear or uncertainty. Just make sure that your affirmations are on a positive note. We don't want to send an affirmation out there by way of saying things like, I am dominant over this person, or I can intimidate others, or I will be more powerful than them, or I will use my energy to hurt someone else, or you get the idea. You want to have the affirmations be good and of light, right, and of higher energy. So just keep that in mind. The 4th one is the use of essential oils. Scents like lavender, sandalwood, and frankincense are all known to stimulate the third eye and help you access deeper states of awareness. Now, before you journal, meditate, or practice affirmations, or number 5, yoga, you can certainly apply essential oils to the third eye, and even like on your neck or wherever you want, really. But the third eye is a really good spot to start. Just keep it away from your actual eyeballs. Be careful around that. So a nice blend of lavender, sandalwood, and frankincense in combination of a carrier oil of some sort, like fractionated coconut oil or grapeseed or avocado oil, and putting it in a roller bottle or some sort of way to dispense the mixture would be a great thing to have on hand, right? When you work on sitting in your stillness to either meditate or journal or do both at the same time, you can use these essential oils to help ground you, to help calm the nervous system, right? And help to tap you into deeper levels of awareness. Okay. And then number 5, yoga. Specific yoga poses will really help move the energy in this third eye space. Child pose is a great one. Downward facing dog will help to stimulate the third eye area and relieve tension in the neck and in the head. And you can also, if you think of anything else, you can do, thread the needle is a good one. Cat-cow is a good one. Sphinx pose, upward facing dog is also a good one. Anyone that are going to kind of open up the back or the chest and kind of stimulate the neck to move in different ways. Okay? So those are the 5 ideas that I came up with that are pretty doable for everybody to help to open up and balance that third eye. So let's talk about the crown chakra next. That is our connection to higher levels of consciousness. Now we're going to turn our attention to that crown chakra, where it is located at the very crown of your head. This is the energy center that turns your attention to finding an association with some divine source or connection or higher levels of consciousness and spiritual awakening. Okay, the crown chakra is represented by the color of violet and white. Typically, when it's closer to your head, it's a violet, and then as that energy extends upward towards source, it turns white. So it serves as a gateway, right, to your connection with the universe, to the divine, to God, to Buddha, to angels, to whatever it is for you. Whatever higher power that you believe in, it doesn't matter. That crown chakra is there, and when it's open, you feel like you can connect to that divinity at a higher level, in a deeper place that you can go with it. So when the crown chakra is wide open, we feel a sense of peace, clarity, and a deep connection to all that is. We can experience feelings of enlightenment and oneness with the world, but just like the third eye, when the crown is blocked or imbalanced, we may experience a spiritual disconnect. There might be confusion about your life's purpose, or a sense of being out of touch with the greater picture of your existence and purpose. So as this crown relates to emotional pain, the term emotional pain is a tricky one because the crown chakra often reflects feelings of disconnection and isolation or lack of meaning in life. So when this chakra is out of balance, we may feel a disconnect from our spiritual path and feel a bit lost, or like we're going through the motions without any deeper sense of fulfillment, kind of a robotic, kind of autopilot kind of energy coming off of you, where you're not really present with your day-to-day routine. Okay, this emotional pain is often tied to a lack of spiritual grounding. Okay, and it can lead to symptoms of depression, existential anxiety, or a sense of just being aimless, purposeless, and getting depressed about that. Now, on that physical level, a blocked crown chakra can show up as fatigue, chronic headaches, or feelings of vertigo, dizziness. You can feel lightheaded. You could just be chronically tired. These physical symptoms are often a reflection of the energy blockage at the top of the head, indicating that your energy is not flowing freely between the physical and the spiritual realms. Again, we're talking about the monkey brain, right? That inability to slow things down and really tune into the third eye and the crown for that deeper level of connection and peacefulness, right? We are just too busy, overstimulated, constantly putting information in and not giving us processing time around that before we put more in, and it wears us out. Okay, so to heal the crown chakra and relieve both emotional and physical pain, the focus is on the reconnecting to your higher self and cultivating a deeper sense of spiritual purpose. So here are some practices that can help stimulate that crown chakra. And I've come up with 5. The first one, spiritual practice, meditation, prayer, or simply sitting still for a second in silence and connecting with your higher self can help open the crown chakra. Practices that encourage you to go beyond the physical and tap into something greater are key here to opening that crown. And if you have trouble finding a quiet place, I would recommend getting some sound canceling headphones and maybe locking yourself in your bathroom and laying on the floor, or in your closet and laying on the floor with some pillows or whatever. Get creative and find a spot where no one is going to irritate and bother you, including the family dogs and cats, and give that time to yourself to really be still. It might be really hard, but I know you can do it. And as far as your higher self goes, connecting to the higher self, You might go, I don't have any clue how to do that or where that higher self might be hanging out. Well, the higher self is your, the subconscious part of your mind that does you right. There's parts of your subconscious that betrays you and sabotages you and sucks your soul. And there's part of your higher self in your subconscious that is there to aid you and love you and tell you the right things to do for yourself to make you feel better. So when you're in that state of stillness, use some meditation techniques to get into a higher level of consciousness, right? Where that higher level of consciousness can feel into the subconscious and bring forth those nice messages. And you can ask for higher self to come through. You can just simply ask, but you need to be in that state of higher energy and higher vibration. And we'll talk on that in a minute here. Okay. So the second one is mindfulness and gratitude. So being present in the moment and cultivating a sense of gratitude can greatly shift your perspective and help you feel more aligned with your spiritual path. So if we are in a state of entitlement and blame and no accountability, it's going to be really hard for you to get that crown to do what you want it to do, because it's just too busy pointing fingers to give you any room for you to receive anything good. Okay, so number 3, chanting and mantras. Chanting and mantras like the word Om or I am connected to the divine, or Om Ganapate Namaha is a good one in Sanskrit to remove obstacles that are in front of you. It can help stimulate the crown chakra to promote a sense of spiritual peace. The chanting raises vibration, right? You're stimulating the throat chakra and vibrating the whole head as you chant or hum or repeat the same sound over and over again. Something happens with the mind where there's a resonance there of positive energy and elevated vibrational space between your ears that will help you resonate with that higher frequency that is going to help you feel better. Number 4 is crystal healing. So the best crystals for the crown are amethyst, clear quartz, selenite is an excellent crystal for stimulating and balancing the crown chakra. And you can meditate with these stones. They're all really great for the crown. Place them on the top of your head or wear them as jewelry around your neck. I usually wear a pendant for the energy that I need that day. You can, as far as other ways to have that amethyst by your head or the quartz, is you can lay on your back and place it right on your third eye space, and it will help the crown as well. Or you can sit in meditation and put it on top of your head. And sometimes I do that and then I put a hat on to keep it in place. So it's a little trick there. And you want to just pay attention to the energy that's coming from the stone. And if you need to hold it in your hand first to really tune into what you're feeling with that stone, then do that first. Set an intention, for that stone to help you. Make sure the stone is cleaned, and you can clean it by just running it under warm water, setting it in some salt for a day, putting it in the sunlight or the moonlight over, the sunlight during the high peak Sunday times or the moonlight during the full moon is also a way to kind of charge it and clean it. I usually use water because that's the fastest way to do it for me. I just spray them with hot water and let them air dry and set the intention that all the negative juju in that stone is going down the drain. Okay? So the fifth one is nature and stillness. I mean, we all understand that, right? Spending time in nature, particularly under a clear sky, can help you connect to infinite source and restore balance to your crown. And there's also in that stillness, right? In that nature is where we can meditate and connect and just ground ourselves. The nature is also for grounding. And grounding your body the best that you can on a regular basis will help you to tend to and nurture and love on all the rest of your centers. Okay? So, as we've discussed today, both the third eye and the crown chakra play a pivotal role in how we process and manage pain, both physical and emotional. When these chakras are out of balance, we can experience mental and emotional distress, as well as physical symptoms that reflect the dissonance. By taking intentional steps to balance these chakras through meditation, affirmation, spiritual practices, and mindfulness, we can release these blocks, alleviate our pain, and ultimately create a deeper sense of connection and clarity in our lives. So remember, healing is a journey. Learning this stuff is a practice, and it's okay to take one step at a time. If you've been struggling with chronic pain, whether it's physical or emotional, a lot of emotional pain leads to physical pain, try tuning into these energy centers and see how they might be guiding you towards healing. Because they're always trying to feel better. Your body wants to be in a state of homeostasis and balance and goodness. It does not want to hold chronic pain, either physically or emotionally. We're not built to chronically be in that place, right? We're built for flowing with life, connecting to the earth. And we're so far from that as technology advances. It's getting harder and harder and harder to really connect with our bodies, with nature, with Mother Earth, and ground ourselves in healthy ways. So it's important for you to be really mindful of that and make sure you take time to do these practices so you feel well, right? Mentally and physically. So maybe you have never tried meditation. Maybe you have no idea what the chakras are and how they govern us in different ways. Like I said, reflect back to episode 7 and 9 to get the rest of the 7 chakras cleared up and educating you on physical, emotional pain and how it relates to these imbalances in these other energy centers. But if you do need extra help and you've never tried meditating and you really want to learn and you want to set an atmosphere in your home for ritualistic processes around divinity and connection and manifesting, and you need a spot to go to do that in your home, and you want to learn how to be still, and you want to learn to connect, and you want to learn to have ritual and healing practices in your home that you can do for yourself. If you want to learn to deeply meditate and raise your vibration and actually feel your own energy moving in your body and outside your body, if you want to learn how to expand your energy field big and know how to protect yourself around crowds and negative people that suck your energy, if you want to learn how to connect to your powerful clairs in your talents, like your claircognizance and your clairvoyance and your clairsentience, everybody's got a little bit of these. But if you want to learn what they mean and how to really tune into the ones that you have and how to grow that ability deeper, then I have a tool for you. If you want to learn how to manifest in the right mindset to actually have things come into fruition for you, I have a solution for that. If you want to learn how to tune into your physical pain that has been maybe sitting in your hip or your shoulder for 10, 20 years, and you have done everything under the sun to try to figure it out, it could be very much related to a trauma or an emotional experience, and you stuffed it in that place, and that pain correlates to the chakras, and you will learn so much around how to clear all that. So to aid in your healing journey, I've published a book. It's a guide for high vibrational healing. It is called The Spirited Life, A Guide to High Vibrational Healing by Jill Ufer. I have it on Amazon currently, and that's the only place that I have it online to purchase. This guide consists of higher levels of consciousness practices and reflective opportunities to document your experiences. You'll be guided from the beginner level of awareness, connection, learning sacred space, tools for healing and clearing, and then we go deeper into feeling and expanding your energy to deepen your connection to self and source. And as you learn to feel more and practice these techniques, we take you farther and farther into the quantum. You will learn to drop into a very lovely, deep state of meditation and peacefulness, seeing and hearing guided messages, and meeting your spiritual light beings or guides. You will learn the subconscious reasons why you have your pain and where you stuff it, and the messaging in the background of why it won't go away, and how to change that for the greater levels of healing to move forward in your life. So I will add the link for Amazon in the show notes today, and certainly check it out and send it to your friends if you think you have people that you know that might benefit from it. There's a paperback version and a Kindle version so far. So I thank you for hanging out with me, and I look forward to the next episode and talking to you about something else that's super awesome. And you definitely leave me some notes if you have questions about the book or this episode. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. Bye-bye. That's a wrap for today, folks. Thanks for spending the time with me. And don't forget to check the notifications below on my social media links, my YouTube channel with self-care and meditations, as well as my omshantihealing.com website, where you can get info on spiritual coaching and my online courses. And as always, if you do enjoy my podcast, don't forget to subscribe or sponsor below. We'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye-bye.